Ma'am, I have started it.
Okay. Somehow it is not showing. Anyways, good morning, class 6A. We are doing the civics chapter today. And since you do not have a query related to geography, we can simply switch on to the urban administration, chapter number 7. And that is on page number 95 of your book. So the book, please turn to page number 95. And in the section urban administration, we will talk about how the government runs on a city level, on a town or city level. So we will find out more about our city, how does it get governed, and about the other cities of the country as well. So I have requested Isha to read it out for us. Meanwhile, people please put today's date, and it is 11th of January. Yes, Isha. You can begin the recording now.
Ma'am, I have
Since
started the
the
recording.
okay, okay. Now, since it is showing now that it has started, so let me repeat. We are doing urban administration, chapter number 7. It is 11th of January today. And since we do not have a query related to geography, now let us switch on to this chapter, next chapter in civics, and that is urban administration. There are four boys who are playing in the park. Suddenly, the lights were out. Now, these boys were a little worried as to what to do now, whom to go, whom to complain, how to get this light out fixed. So one of the boys suggested that they can go to his grandfather. And his grandfather was a senior officer who was retired from the urban administration unit. So let us find out what these four boys have to interact with the grandpa and how do they get information about the urban administration. Yes, Isha, please begin reading from the first paragraph. Children, pay
Yes,
attention
ma'am.
to your books as you may
Yes,
be asked
ma'am.
to read.
Ayush, Dinesh, Arpit, and Mohit were close friends. They lived in the same neighborhood. On Sundays and holidays, they played badminton in the park. Other boys also joined in. One fine complete one fine Sunday evening, they gathered in the park. It was completely dark. The park lights didn't work. They were disheartened as they had come to play badminton. Ayush said, Dinesh, how shall we play now? Who is the person responsible for lights in a park? Dinesh replied, I don't know. My grandfather may be able to help us. He is at home. Let's meet him. All the four
So as
children
told
went.
to you, these four boys now went to Dinesh's grandfather and they wanted to know how to get back the lights of the park so that the boys can play. Yes.
All the four children went to Dinesh's house. His grandfather was sitting in the drawing room, reading a newspaper. The children wished him good evening and sat around him. Dinesh's mother served them tea and snacks. Dinesh began the talk. Grandpa, the lights in the park are not working. There is a complete darkness in the park. We couldn't play today. What should we do? Mohit, who was listening quietly, inter- intervened. Grandpa, who is responsible for maintenance of
Dear
parks,
Wind
street
and
lights, etc.
okay.
Grandpa, Mr. S.P. Singh was a retired government servant. He was a senior officer in the Municipal Corporation of Delhi (MCD). He gave a bored smile and said, Let me explain to you in detail. There is an organization called the Municipal Corporation that maintains parks, street lights, garbage collection, water supply, and sanitation. I remember reading a signboard in Jaunpur informing people about dengue, but it was in the
Dengue.
name but it was in the name of municipal committee, said Arpit. Of course, the same organization is called a municipal council or a municipal committee in smaller towns. In big towns and cities, it is known as municipal corporation. It also runs schools, hospitals, and dispensaries. It also responsible
Dispensaries.
Okay, ma'am, dispensaries. It is also responsible for maintenance of drains, sewage, etc. Explained Grandpa, flipping through the pages of his newspaper. Grandpa, is a municipal corporation a company or a government office? Asked Mohit. Actually, the city is divided into various wards. Ward councillors are elected by the people of various wards. A ward is represented by a councillor. There are several committees of councillors to look after different works. For example, there are committees to oversee the water,
Please turn the page to page number 96.
oversee the water supply, sanitation, education, health, etc. A decision is taken by the committee and approved by all the councillors. When there is a major problem in a ward, like heaps of garbage lying unattended or electric poles falling on the road, a group of persons may collect and directly approach the ward councillor and discuss the problem. The entire council and the councillors' committees take decisions. The execution of the decision is done by the commissioner and the administrative staff. They are appointed by the government as permanent staff. The councillors are elected for a fixed term of 5 years. Could you explain it in detail? Pleaded Arpit. The ward
Stop.
councillors.
Okay, so anyways, children, please get back to page number 95. What she just read was an introduction to this chapter. When the boys went to Grandpa and started asking their queries, Grandpa began to explain it to them in detail. Now, Grandpa said, listen, boys, there is a committee or a council, you can say, that takes care of the maintenance of the city. Now, if nobody takes care of the city, if nobody is responsible for the cleanliness, sanitation, proper health, roads, parks, etc., the city would not run properly. That is why there is a government at the urban level, a government at the city level. It can be called a municipal committee or a municipal council. What is the difference between the two? They both are there in cities depending upon the size of the city. It can be a big or a small city. It can be a town, like any small town near you. It can be a medium-sized city like Lucknow you see, and there can be very big cities like Mumbai or New Delhi, or you say Ahmedabad or Bangalore. So there can be municipal councils and municipal committees. Now the boys asked, "No, Grandpa, who runs these municipal committees or councils?" Then Grandpa replied, "There is a ward councillor." Who? The ward councillor. And if you check out the last paragraph of this page, near the page number, please underline this and try to remember this. The ward councillors are elected, underline this, by the people of various wards. A ward is represented by a ward councillor. There are several committees of councillors to look after different wards. Now, what do you mean by this word WARDS, wards? Actually, the whole city is divided into small areas or locations. Each area is termed as one separate ward. Okay, for example, Hazratganj ward or Gomti Nagar ward or Husainabad ward is there where I live. So anyways, people, there are wards which divide the city, and each ward has one ward councillor. Who is this ward councillor? He is the elected councillor or the elected supervisor or head of his area or region. People go to vote. People of one particular ward, one particular area are going to vote for the people, like we do it for a democratic government to be formed during elections, and one person is elected. That elected person is the ward councillor. Under the ward councillor, there are several other employees or several other people who work for the city, and they are responsible for, if you turn the page and read out the first few lines, they are responsible for water supply, sanitation, education, health, etc. A decision is taken by the committee and it is approved by all the councillors. The committee who is working or the group who is working for that region, for that area, takes advice from the councillor, and if the councillor agrees, that work comes into existence. Each ward councillor is elected for a period of 5 years. Like any other elected person in India, the ward councillor is also elected for a period of 5 years. Now, what will happen after 5 years? What will happen to the city? The ward elections will happen once again. and then the new ward councillor will be elected. And they are the permanent staff. The people working under these ward councillors are the permanent staff. And then Arpit pleaded, Grandpa, can you please tell this to us in detail? Now, before we move forward into this, check out the blue box which is made at the bottom left corner of your book. Check out the blue box which is made at the bottom left corner of your book. Now it says the voters 18 years and above, like in India for any other voting, ward councillor की voting के लिए भी people those who are 18 years and above are supposed to vote. Now when these people vote, they elect the ward councillor. The other people are not elected. There are more arrows and you see there are so many other people who are elected, who are appointed and who are working in the urban administration, but those are not elected through voting. Those are appointed by the ward councillors. Now let us find out how are these other people appointed. Yes, Isha, continue.
The ward councillors present the issues and problems of their respective wards before the entire council. They plead for the approval of works of their wards. A decision is taken by the majority. An annual budget is also prepared and money allocated to various works. Grandpa, suppose the municipal authorities don't attend to a problem. Where do we go? Quiped in Dinesh. It happens
Dinesh. In between, Dinesh asked, Grandpa, what councillors are elected? I understood. Other people are appointed. I also understood. But if they will not listen to us, if they will not take care of the city, then what will happen? Quipped in Dinesh means Dinesh spoke in between the conversation before Grandpa could end up his talk. Let us find out what Grandpa has to say to this. If the ward councillors are not listening, then what will happen? Yes, Isha.
It happens sometimes. Even a ward councillor is negligent in his duties. Some 20 years earlier, there were no parks in our locality. We pleaded with the ward councillor to take steps to build a few parks. He gave empty promises. Nothing happened for 6 months. Then around 2,000 people of the locality gathered. We took out a procession and sat in Dharna near the corporation office. We made a representation to the municipal commissioner. He promised to look into the matter. Gradually, 4 parks were built. When grandfather finished his talk, it was 8 p.m. in the evening. The children dispersed, chatting. Next day, the children complained to the concerned authorities and the lights were restored in the park.
Okay, so Grandpa, when Dinesh asked Grandpa what will happen if they will not listen to us, so Grandpa explained those boys one incident from the early ages. Grandpa said, do you know boys, there was no park in this area some 20 years ago. Then I and some other people of the locality, we requested. The ward councillor did not listen to us. Then what we did? Then Grandpa and some of his friends, they went on and sat on a dharna. We know when people protest against the government, they sit on dharna or they lead a procession. वो जुलूस निकालते हैं या धरने पर बैठते हैं. In the similar way, Grandpa and his friends, they also sat on dharna. Then what happened next? Then the other authorities, then the municipal commissioner, he got to listen to what those people were saying. Then those people requested that, see, we have told our ward councillor to get a park made in this area, but nothing is happening. Then the commissioner promised that, okay, we will try to sort out this matter and we will try and set up a park in your locality, as you were saying. So when grandfather, and then gradually 4 parks were built by the urban authority, by the urban administration in the area. And then the boys were at ease and now they knew that yes, now I am going to go and look for this opportunity. I am going to request to the commissioner, even I am going to request to the ward authorities. If they will not listen, we will go and ask the municipal commissioner. But it was not required, as when the boys went to play the next day after the complaint was already made, the lights were fixed. They mended the lights and this is how the boys got the park back for playing. On the next turn, we will find out the organization of a corporation. We will discuss this blue color panel in detail, and we will find out how each one of these are elected. So till then, children, what is your duty is to read out the organization of a corporation. And as requested to you a few days back, I have told you to read out and to learn and to write the glossary in the civics copy. There are 4 points: dharna, entertainment tax, grievance and octroi. Do write these glossary terms in fair copy. Isha, you can stop the recording now.